Hello, my name is Muhammad Nadir, and today I'm going to present my answer for final test biometry question number 5. So this is the question given to me on a study of the effect of state of origin and gender of UMS students to their height. So this is the data collected, and the research question made by the students by this particular student is whether the body height of student related to the states and gender. So to correct this research question, I came up with a new one. Mine is, does the gender and states of origin of UMS students affect the body height? And the experimental design is, the height of 10 UMS students originate from Sabah and 10 height of students originate from Terengganu were recorded. The students were chosen randomly. As for the data type, the state of origin and gender are in nominal, and the body height is in scale data. So first of all, I tabulate the data into a table like this using Excel, and then using the RStudio software, I plotted the data into a box plot graph. And since there's two variables that is compared on the responding variable, so we are going to conduct a two-way ANOVA test, which we came up with a two pair of hypotheses. The first pair is the null hypothesis. There is no effect of state of origin on the height of UMS students, and there is an effect of state of origin on the height of UMS students. And for the another pair, the null hypothesis is there is no effect of gender on the height of UMS students, and for the alternative hypothesis, there is an effect of gender on the height of UMS students. So I will show you how to conduct the test using the RStudio software. So first of all, we need to set a working directory using the script, and then we need to read the data. The the Excel that I used to note down all the data is saved under CSV format, and then we can see the structure of the data. So this is the output, and we can see the gender and state are in nominal data, and as for the height, it is in scale data. And then we can also see the summary of the data using the script. Since this is a two-way ANOVA, we are going to combine a factor, which are the two factors that we are going to study, which is the gender and state. So we put this under the combination factor as a subject. As you can see, the combination factor came out like this: female Sabah, male Sabah, female Terengganu, and male Terengganu, as in four groups. So and then we combine the combination factor into our original data using the cbind script. And then we can see the structure of the data. The output is going to be like this. So as you can see, it's the same as the structure of the original data, but there is a new column, which is the combination factor column. This is done so that we can run the normality test. As you can see, we put each class of the combination factor as a subset, and then we run the normality test. The result came out as normal data for every combination factor except for the female Terengganu, which the data came out as not normal. And then we're going to run the 11 test. But before that, don't forget to run the library car script. And then right after we can run the 11 test for the homogeneity of variant test. The result came out as such as the variance among this data is equal. After that, we can plot all the data into a box plot using this script. And we can change the label using xlab or ylab. And finally, we can run the ANOVA test using the AOV script. We are going to observe the height over the gender and the state using the script. We save the result under two-way subject, and then to observe we will use the summary script. As you can see, both gender and state uh, both value for both free value for gender and state is more than 0.05. So we will not reject the null hypothesis. So we can say that there is no effect of gender to the height of UMS students, and also there is no effect of state or state of origin on the height of UMS students. To further study the interaction between the variables, we are going to run the same script except we change the plus sign to a multiplied sign. And the next step is the same, that we going to run to observe the summary of the interaction data. As you can see, the result also came out more than 0.05. So we will not reject the null hypothesis. So there is no interaction between the gender and state to the height of UMS students. As for the conclusion, the state of origin and gender does not affect the height of UMS students. That's all from me. Thank you.